In for the Night is a podcast that discusses movies, random topics, and gives you an excuse to just stay in for the night. Hello.
What up, what up?
I'm Katie.
Ty here.
You got some southern
The present.
drawl. Got some southern drawl in that situation.
Well, I am from the South, so.
You're not.
You know, I actually got to ask this question, because I think I asked this before, but I don't know what the answer was. What does it mean by dirty South? Because
You're not the clean South.
No, it's not. It's not what that means. I thought it was from, you're from the South, so like Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. No. But apparently it's not. It's like
dirty South
further
means...
north or something. It's not like Texas. It's
dirty South means like you're uncivilized South, like the bayou people, like shit.
I don't know if that's what that means.
All right, let's make a bet. What is your idea? I'm gonna.
I don't know. That's what
That's what my idea is. No. What's your guess though?
I don't know. That's why I am asking. Like I said, I thought it was Texas and Louisiana.
So you're saying Louisiana?
I said Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi, like the South. But apparently someone, I can't remember. I wish I really known when I asked someone before what they said, but I do not remember.
Okay, so by Urban Dictionary, the dirty South is southern states such as Texas, Louisiana, etc.
So I was right.
So, yeah.
So that mofo, whoever the hell it was, told me wrong.
Term of endearment for the area of the United States that includes much of the former Confederacy, includes Southern Virginia, the Carolinas, Georgia, North Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Eastern Texas.
So I was partially right.
So it's the Confederate States.
So Dallas is not considered it.
Is it considered
But
Eastern?
it's considered, no, because we're central. That's why we're Central Standard Time.
The whole of Texas is central except for El Paso.
But it said eastern part of Texas, so I think that's like Tyler,
Eastern? Because
Houston, Galveston, like everything that's on the eastern side, like the big cities are on the eastern side.
Easter side, remember?
Easter side, yes. Easter side.
Okay, so welcome to the episode.
Well, at least we got that out the way. I learned something. Well, actually, I figured that was the right one, but someone told, I can't remember who it was, like I've been saying, but they told me that I was wrong, and that's not what the Dirty South was. Texas and Louisiana was not in it. Apparently, I was right, so they can go fuck themselves.
That was aggressive.
This whole time, I was like, yeah, it's Texas.
The Dirty South,
like,
I was
no,
just
you're wrong.
There's like the South, like Southern Belles and all the like the upper class, and then the Dirty South is like the low class South people.
But it's not low class though, babe. It's just it's an area. So it's like Houston and Galveston.
You're talking to a northern person. I don't know.
You're thinking Dirty South is like it being bad. It's not.
It's not a bad thing.
You said the low. It's not.
I enjoy stuff like gumbo. No. That's great.
I do not like gumbo. Because it has seafood in it, and seafood is gross.
Anyway, so guess what? Thank you for joining us today. We're not qualified.
We're qualified. Just kidding, we're not.
We are very not qualified. Don't listen to this lying, lie-faced liar.
Lying, lie-faced liar. Jesus.
But before we dive into our questions, we have some updates. This week, guess what? I decided that the merch store that we originally had wasn't good enough, so I updated it.
Yeah. More spiffy stuff.
It just only had t-shirts and like basic stuff, and I was like, okay, that's fun and all, but I wanted something with leggings and jeggings and joggers. Guess what? We got one. So if you go to our website, inforthenightpodcast.com, and look at our merch store, it's going to be a little bit different. We do have fucking biker shorts that are all our logo. It's so badass. I didn't show you.
Yeah, you didn't show me that.
It's like they have choices where you can just screen print it on like fabric and then they wrap it around your body, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that's so cool. So if you want some cool biker shorts and or leggings, and we do have joggers, and there's socks, and like there's so many different things here. Like we just kind of did our logo on everything, and then you can kind of choose what you want. we're not producing this ourselves because I'm a lazy fuck. So
And we're also not talented to make
I mean,
clothes.
I could. I have a screen printer. I just don't do it because that's a lot of fucking work. Anyway, so even though this is the episode of We're Not Qualified, you still can write in for advice, stories, questions, anything that you need throughout this, like, into for the next episode. So, like, even though you're on this episode and you're like, crap, I'm too late, that's not true. You always
Never
can do
too
it
late.
for next time. So do that. And I'm really disappointed in y'all. I'm calling y'all out. All of our listeners, y'all suck. No mobsters wrote in.
What?
Last time, remember, like, on our last episode, I was editing it and I was, like, laughing about it because I was like, you're like, mobsters don't have Facebook. And I'm like, mobsters, write in. Tell us you have
Oh.
Facebook. And
No, of course they're not going to write in.
that's a bummer.
They have more things to do, like running their business, whatever that entails.
And they're listening to this while they're counting their cash. Like,
I mean, they could be.
if you're counting cocaine and or cash, please let us know.
Just cash. Just cash.
How do you count cocaine?
By the grain.
Or the gram?
By the grain.
Like the little
The little bitty.
filament.
Yeah. You got to count each one. So you
How do
need
you
a
know that?
very specific. Is it that? No, that's for listening to heartbeats.
A stethoscope?
Yeah.
Wow.
Telescope? No, that's for looking into
Microscope?
space. Microscope. There, wait, that one.
Telescope, that's...
Jesus,
Wow.
school failed me.
You were like, you went terrestrial, then extraterrestrial, then you came back. You got it.
No, I didn't come back. I never guessed it. You did. Microscope. Yes, you need like, is it an electron microscope? That's like the one that's very high magnification, I think.
Those are big words for you today.
I know. After I couldn't think of microscope.
Words are hard, people.
Oh my Lord. Gee, I need to go back to sleep.
All right, so we're already like 8 minutes into this. So we're not qualified this episode. We're going to focus on advice and questions from you. We do have quite a few. Ruh-roh. But we're going to give you our advice on what you should do, whether it's qualified or not. You can choose to follow it, or you can choose not to and just do whatever the fuck
I
you
would
want.
follow it.
So, all right, so we're going to just dive right in. No, do you want to read it? Read the first one. You can read the first one. I'm going to cut.
Okay, well, can I have it, please?
I'm just going to cover it so you can't see the rest of them. 'cause
Why
they're
does
really-
it matter? It's
'cause
not
they're
like I'm going
funny.
to read it. All right, so first questiones.
They're so
My boyfriend assists he's 6 foot tall, but he's not. What should I do?
insists.
I said insist.
You said assists.
No, I didn't.
Anyway,
Insist he's 6 foot tall, but he's not. What should I do? Why are you looking at me? I'm asking a question.
measure him. Like, I don't understand why this is a question. Have you gotten a measuring tape? Like, bro, Team Shake, you're only 5'7".
Some guys will be like, no, I don't need to measure myself. I know how tall I am. And they'll be like, I'm 6 foot.
You keep on adding inches. Like, one time you're like, I'm 6'2". And then, like, a week later, you're like, I'm 6'5". And I'm like,
Me?
yes, you've
I
done
am
that.
6'4", and that's what I've always said. The only time I say I'm 6'5" is like I'm technically M with shoes on. But I'm 6'4" without
measure you
shoes
with
on.
sh-
You
So-
do
what-
get
okay,
measured
so the
with
question
shoes
is,
on.
what shoes does your boyfriend wear? Does he wear heels?
He probably wears wedges.
Because in that case, yes, he's 6 foot.
He is 6 foot tall. He definitely is.
Is it a real big issue? Because if he needs that confidence being like, yo, I'm 6 foot, does it fucking matter?
To some guys, it does. I mean, not me because I'm tall, but
You're tiny. Calm down.
I am not tiny. I am tall. Thank
You're
you very
like
much.
Andre the Munchkin. Hi, bud.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Coming from someone who's like, what, 5'5"?
I'm 5'7". Excuse me. I'm
Oh,
solid.
is it that important?
I'm solid 5'7".
Then, all right, so back to this. So it is that important then.
Because I tower over everybody else.
No, not me, you don't. Maybe Gordon.
He is a cat. He is a foot off the floor. Calm down.
And you tower over him.
He's so cute. As he's
Jesus.
like rubbing against my chair. So your
Get a
boyfriend-
measuring tape while he's asleep and measure him.
But what's the instance? Why is it a big deal? If he needs to be 6 foot, let him be 6 foot.
It's
if
like
you care about him,
memes.
like just let him do it. But if he's being like a bitch about it and be like, fuck bitch, let's go. Measure that bitch. Like get him
It's
against
like
the
I
tape.
think it's from memes because it's like I think it was one. It was like how girls view 6 feet and how guys view 6 feet or some shit like that. And like girls view 6 feet as being like shorter or something.
You know, like isn't it the hand thing too?
What?
Like guys, if you have big hands, you have a big penis.
Yeah, but that's obviously not the case.
I like how you just like, you're like, I have a tiny dick. Hey guys, you don't have a tiny dick.
I should be part of that the itty bitty penis committee.
And then I should be part of the itty bitty titty committee. 'Cause
There we go. We should
I'm a-
both join.
the-
We
it's
should
called-
make it.
It's called Tater Tots.
Tater tots. Yes, mine is. I don't know the name. I'm not creative with making names. Womp womp womp.
No, it doesn't matter how big your dick is, just as how you use it.
I mean,
Same. And the same with height thing. Dude, you're very well.
well, what
I
does
don't know how
that
to
mean?
explain it. It was weird. Because I'm like, if your mom listens to this, I'd be like, you're really great in bed. Thank you.
Oh. She was like, "That's my son."
Like the episode on Friends when Phoebe's like talking to Mike's mom and he's like, oh, he's a gentle lover. No, but he can rattle like a headboard like a Navy and a leaf. And I'm like, no. Anyway, but like if you're a shorter gentleman and you know how to use your dick, you have leverage. Like use it to your best advantage. Like I dated a short dude. He was 5'2". I had no issue with it. He was a nice kid. He looked like Jason Statham, and he was British. Like but it was in Korea like a long time ago. So, but he had an issue with him being short. I had no issue with it, and he kept on bringing it up, and that's why we kind of broke up because he was kind of a dick about it. And I was like, I don't have a problem with it. But did he know how to use his dick?
I don't know.
Yes.
How am I supposed to know?
You're really questioning it. Like, I don't know.
I didn't use it.
So, if your boyfriend has an issue with his height, just let him have it. But if he's being a dick about it, take the measuring tape out and let's go.
Just measure his ass. Literally his ass.
Okay. This one's a good one. Are you prepared?
No.
I don't think you'll ever be prepared for this one because this one's hard.
How is it hard?
Let me clear. I'm married, but still a virgin. Every time I try to initiate something, my husband won't allow me to take off my bra and panties. What should I do?
What the fuck? That's weird.
Okay, so the question is how long, what religion, and there's so many factors into this. And
But
he's
they're
probably
married.
gay. Like, not even gonna lie. Like, if you're still a virgin, you've been married for a while, if he is just not interested, he might be gay.
Then why are they married in the first place?
Gay people marry straight people. They're called beards.
What in the bejesus? I mean, I heard about it, but no, I mean, like, say if the guy isn't gay and they're married, but he won't allow her to take off her bra and panties, like, something is up with that, like, majorly up.
I would ask. Like, just be like, dude, have a sit-down conversation. Not, like, with all your clothes on. Just be like, we're married. I would like to do you.
I mean, if I did that to you, I'm pretty sure we would not be married very long.
Oh, hell no.
If I was like, no, keep your bra and panties on. No.
I'm just going to run around the house naked just to piss you off.
Like, that would be grounds for divorce. 1,000%.
But the thing is, I would want to know why. Because I'm that type of person. I can see where this question is because she's trying and she's like, is it me? Am I ugly? Like, oh God, you're probably not ugly. You're gorgeous. Don't.
I mean, unless he's not sexually attracted. That's the only thing I can think of.
'Cause
Either
some
he's
people
not
are-
sexually
what is that
attracted.
called?
Because it's not a religious thing anymore because they're married.
So some people are, what is it called? Asexual, where they just don't have any sexual drive. That might be a case. Like, he loves you. If you get along with this person and you're very like connected, but you have no sex, like, you can be connected to somebody but not be like sexual.
Maybe
with
he's
them.
a cockhold. Maybe he likes to. Maybe he doesn't want to do his wife. Maybe he just wants to watch his wife get banged.
That's a solution. Find someone hot to do in front of him.
There you go.
There you go.
That's simple and simple.
And you're a virgin, so you could get paid to do this.
Well, definitely don't get back to the big dingling thing. If you're a virgin, don't get a big dingling guy. Wait until like you've
Get a decent sized one.
wait until you've had like a little bit and then go bigger if you need to. Because if you're a virgin, you get like an 8 or 9 incher.
Or get a vibrator. Start that shit out early. Stretch that out.
Or that, I guess, yeah.
I'm just saying, if you were a virgin, if I was a virgin, I would be like, if I'm at this age and I'm still a virgin, I would be like, holy mother, I need to stretch this shit out before I do anything, because that's going to turn to dust real fast.
I mean, it just depends on who you get with in the very beginning. If they're like some
If I went and got
jackrabbit,
with you, fuck, I'd be screwed.
no, you'd be like chilling.
That's so precious.
It's so cute.
Is it up? Is this
Extra
thing
belly
on?
button.
As I tap this.
Wake up.
All right. Question. Okay, first, serious note. Ask him, talk to him, be straight up, because that's the only way you're going to get any or get
Answers.
Get some answers. Get some. If he's being honest with you and he's just not wanting sex, then ask him if you can have an open relationship.
Yep. Open marriage.
Not an open marriage, open relationship, because then she can.
They're married, so it's an open
The
marriage.
thing is, if you have an open marriage, that means she can date other people, but if she has an open relationship, she only can do other people.
Oh, I didn't know there was rules.
I had a friend.
Or there was definitions.
I learned about this. Like, I had a friend. I didn't know anything about it, and she was just talking about how they had an open relationship, and I was like, what is that? Like, and she explained it, and it was really great. She was very open about it, and she said it takes a lot of research. It takes a lot of understanding from each side. It's not just like, do who you do, I do who I do, and it's like whatever. No, you have to tell your partner, hey, I'm going to be with this person at this time. We may or may not be home later, kind of thing. And it has to be an understanding situation, and you have to be open to that. I'm not open to that. This is not an open relationship. I will punch you in the dick.
That was aggressive.
I'm always aggressive. Anyway. But if you want my true opinion, that's what I would say I would do if I was in the same situation, because you're a gorgeous woman who should not be a virgin if you're married.
Definitely not. Y'all should have ended that like first night.
Damn.
Like, just knock that shit out.
But
Actually, hold on. So, I mean, that brings up another question. Like, how long were y'all together before y'all even got married? If y'all together for 2 or 3 years, you're telling me for 2 to 3 years, y'all never did it?
But the thing is, that's why I'm thinking it's religious based. If it's not religious based, then she might be saving herself for marriage. Like, people have standards.
I know.
Have standards.
Yeah, but they're married now, so they're that.
But the thing is, how long has it been? That's where I'm questioning it. Or he has
I have
assassins.
so many questions now.
I'm glad you have questions, but we have to move on. But that's what we would do. Please tell us how it goes. Like, if you can write in after the fact that you let us know what he says.
Yeah,
I'm very intrigued.
I'm curious as well.
All right, I'm gonna let you read number 3. Don't read number 4.
I'm not gonna read number 4. My boyfriend tricked me into becoming friends with his other girlfriend. What should I do?
I like how you laugh about that. That's somebody's actual problem.
I mean, I've done that before, though.
Wait, you had a girlfriend and then you tricked her to be friends with you? Oh my god.
No. What?
Am I the girlfriend?
With you and you know who?
No. My boyfriend tricked me into becoming friends with his other girlfriend, not
Oh,
ex.
I
was like,
completely did
whoa.
not. I completely did not like.
Guys, you almost
Read all
witnessed
of
a
that.
divorce on air.
I did not read all of that. I just saw girlfriends. I was thinking ex-girlfriend.
That's what I thought at first, like when I thought
Oh,
about
okay.
it. But no.
So let me read this again, because clearly I didn't read it right the first time. My boyfriend tricked me into becoming friends with his other girlfriend. Got it. What should I do? Okay.
Okay, easy peasy.
Break up with him.
Done.
Just
Send him to the
X-nay
curb.
on that bitch nay.
And then date his best friend
Yeah. Or his brother.
if you want to be a petty bitch.
Or his brother. Or the dad. If the dad's single, date the dad.
Okay, so the only time I want to do video games is so I can have a really good comeback and beat all the guys, and then just say, like, if guys were shit talking to me, and be like, yo, I'm gonna marry your dad and have kids that he'll actually love. And that's what you should do with his dad.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless his dad's like 60, then you can't really probably have kids with him, because then by the time the kid's
Yeah.
like 20, the dad's like 80.
And he's dead and you have life insurance. I don't understand the
All
problem.
right, well, yeah, I guess if you look at it that way, sure. But the kid can't play with the dad because the dad's gonna be in a wheelchair.
He can zoom around. My dad zooms around on his.
That's true. That's true. I
So,
guess I'm just.
If we ever spawn, like that kid is gonna have endless battery life because between my mom's electric wheelchair and my dad's, they can like battle it out.
Just like jim.
Have the kid to like steer it.
Or like take the kid for a ride, like put some NOS in that electric wheelchair, just go doing like 50 miles an hour.
What's NOS?
It's nitrous oxide.
Oh,
So it makes it's like a little explosion of speed. Exactly.
okay. All right. So that's the end of that question.
That
right?
was an easy one. Break up with his ass and then date the dad, the brother, or the best friend.
There you go.
Bam.
Or the other girlfriend.
Or the other girl. Yeah. Fuck
you're open to
him and
that.
just date the girl.
Because what is it?
Most women are.
Gender
I
is
would
a
say.
construct.
Most women would be like, from my, I wouldn't say my experience, but from the girls that I know, from like, since I was able to start having friends until now,
Since
that
I
I
was able
remember.
to start having friends. 'Cause at
Most
any-
of them are like usually bi-curious. So,
That's okay though.
yeah, I didn't say it was a bad thing. That's what I'm saying.
The
So like
thing
the
is,
girl
if
date
you're-
the girlfriend.
Every person is attracted to the same sex at some level.
No,
I beg to differ.
not me.
You have said that is a handsome man. That's
Yeah,
slightly
that's not. What'd you say? You said attracted. I'm not attracted. I would just give them a compliment. Yeah, they're good looking. They're not good looking. Whatever.
But like females, like and males, that you can be attracted to the same sex, any sort of level, and that's still like, hey, depending if they had like, if you look at them, it's the one thing. If they had smooth moves and they're like, yo, buddy,
I don't care how smooth moves the guy has. He's not gonna sweet talk me into doing them. It's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna find someone.
It's not gonna happen. I am not sexually attracted to men. Sorry, babe. I know
I don't
it's a
know.
dream of yours, but
That's not a dream of mine.
clearly it is. You're like,
It's like I'm attracted to females too sometimes.
that's awesome. I would like to watch.
I'm in a monogamous relationship. I won't do that.
Oh
but
darn.
fuck up, dude. All right. You're gonna like this next one. I get to read it.
Okay.
All right. So the other one, break up with him. That's the only answer. Fuck him. Date his dad.
Unless you really want to date this guy, but obviously you're like the side chick, so
or
or-
you're both the side chick.
or you're
and that's
both the
not
side.
your
Maybe he has like another. Maybe he's married and you're both. Yeah, you never know. There could be so many like.
Oh my god, like The Other Woman, the movie with Cameron Diaz and those other people.
Sure, never seen it.
Okay, that's a movie that we might watch. Great.
Maybe.
My roommate decorated our dorm room with photos of serial killers. What should I do?
Fucking shake the person's hand. That's awesome. What's wrong with that?
Okay, so in all clarity, I'm a person, I enjoy true crime. I enjoy everything. We do have serial killer coasters, which has like Ted Bundy. We have.
Well, we also have
Jeffrey
the
Dahmer.
board too, and we have what's his name? Pennywise.
Pennywise. We have a bunch of like I'm a horror movie fan too. We both are, and so we do. I have a hat that has Ted Bundy on it and says "Hello, ladies" on it. it's not the fact that I support Ted Bundy. I enjoy funniness, and that was really funny to me, so I bought the hat. So I feel that if this girl is obsessed with one serial killer,
that would be a little weird.
And let's say they posted pictures of Ted Bundy, like one after the other, on the wall, then I would be concerned. But if it's just bunch...
And it's decorated, I mean, that's freaking dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They just know their history about serial killers.
But if you're really uncomfortable with it, just talk to them and ask them if, hey, can we just like take a couple down?
Or
maybe
just
put
do
a
that
couple
in
of
your
unicorns
room.
Up, like,
or just do that in your room instead of like the
dorm
whole...
room, babe. You've never lived in a dorm room.
No.
Okay, dorm room. You have one big room with 2 beds, 2 desks.
Oh,
Dorm room.
yeah. Dorm room, duh. The only thing I've ever, like, community living is, like, when you live in the apartment, it's like a dorm, but it's like an apartment that's on campus. And you have a community area, the living room, you have the kitchen, but then you have 4 bedrooms in each corner. So everyone still has, like, their own bedroom.
Oh, no, this is not the same thing.
Yeah, I know. I get it, dorm room now. So okay, never mind.
That's what I would just be honest and ask them. If they have a passion about true crime, that's great. If they're going to criminology...
Just tell them to only do it on their side, then.
But it's scary if you're like into unicorns and rainbows, and then all of a sudden you see like Jeffrey Dahmer eating someone's flesh.
Oh, they had pictures.
Oh, I don't know. I
don't think they had that. They probably just have pictures of the serial killers themselves, and maybe them like dressed up or something. I don't think they have pictures of them like chopping someone up. Oh my God, that'd be so cool. I mean, if that was the case, I'd be like,
is there a puzzle?
Maybe take that one down because I don't want to see a person eating someone, but if they're just like, it's just a picture of Ted Bundy and he's just like smiling or something. It's like a picture
he doesn't smile, he's awkward.
Someone else and they're just like, giggling or they have like a little phrase, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wait, I'm going to show you a picture. And if this was in your dorm room, would you be like, wait.
See, now you're pausing and we're recording.
You need to talk. That's why.
How do I need to talk?
Just segue something. Say something fun.
Chicken and grits and bacon grease. No.
Wait. All right. So if this guy was on your wall, he's a serial killer. Would you like that?
I mean, it's not like what's wrong with that picture?
He's creepy looking.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like,
okay, I was
at least he's smiling.
I didn't know that was something that, anyway, moving on. I was trying to find like weird looking serial killers that she would have put up, but
I don't think that. Now, like I said, if they were eating someone or slashing someone, that's a little bit different. But if it's just them, then I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
All right. So just talk to them again.
At least tell them just put it on their half of the door.
Or pretend to fall with a glass of water and splash it on all of the stuff.
That would damage the room.
Petty bitch.
That would damage the room. And the walls. And they have to pay.
You know what my roommate did when I was in college?
I do not. What do they do?
I was a freshman and I was paired up with this person. I'm not going to say their name. Not the best person in existence. I was just like getting into it. I never like lived with anybody other than my family, and she was not the best person. And it was like 12 o'clock at night, and she brought a friend over. They turned on the TV and they were super loud, and I was sleeping, and I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But I didn't say what the fuck because I was really religious at that time. So I was like, what the Jesus is happening? Didn't say that either because that's...
What the Jesus is happening?
What the gall darn is happening? Anyway, it was awful. And then she wrote me a long letter saying how I was rude to her friend that she brought over. And I fully believe they were drunk, which was hilarious.
Pretty sure.
Anyway, so this bitch, I bought a rug for our room. She had soy milk, chocolate soy milk, that she broke on the floor because it was in a glass container on my rug. Instead of cleaning it up with like chemicals and cleaner, she took our other, like, we had an adjoining room where we had a bathroom in the middle because we had a suite. That's what they were called there. Mm-hmm. I was best friends with the people in the room next to us. They went to our wedding. You don't know, like, I can't say who they are because that's not what I want to do on the podcast, but you know who they are. She had a handheld vacuum. She used the handheld vacuum to, like, suck up all of the soy milk.
She's not the smartest.
She is not bright. And then she just put it back like it was no big deal. And she just acted like she didn't do it. And I was like, whoa, there's a huge brown stain on my, like, carpet. What happened? She's like, I don't know.
Jesus.
And then, like, a day later, it started smelling. And
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
it's going to mold.
it did. And then my friend's vacuum started smelling. And she's like, what the fuck? She didn't know she took her vacuum. She just went
Jesus.
into their room and grabbed it.
That
and
is a
took it.
terrible, terrible person.
And so, long story short, don't steal your roommate's stuff. Don't
don't
ruin it.
spill soy chocolate milk
If you
on
were
the-
just honest, if you were honest with me about that, I would have been like, okay, you know what? Let's go get a different rug. Like, or let's
just clean it.
Like,
Take it outside, spray it with
but
soapy water.
I
Boom.
like had classes from 7 to 3, and then I worked from like 4 to like 10. So I didn't get back until late. And she apparently spilled it in the morning. So it was already dry. It was already gross.
Nice.
And I was like, and I didn't see it until the next day because I went to bed.
Or she could have got a straw and then sucked the chocolate milk off the ground.
That would have been smart.
Right.
All
I
right,
think so.
you get the next one. So anyway, talk to your roommate, discuss it. It's both of your rooms. You should be comfortable.
If anything, at least just tell them to put it on their side of the room. I mean, that's the simplest way to do it.
Put a
Really.
curtain between.
I mean, I don't know about
But
that.
twixt.
but- So number 5. I'm thinking about getting forehead reduction surgery. Should I do it?
What does that mean?
Yeah, like your forehead's a bone. How are you supposed to?
No, your forehead. Does that mean you're going to get
Oh.
hair plugs?
To like get rid of. Oh, instead of having such much forehead, do you get?
Why?
I don't know. How do you do that? Do you get hair plugs, or do you just get some of your skin cut off? Like, how does that work?
You can't cut off your skin because you're still going to have the same area to cover.
Oh,
Unless you're like straight. Bring your eyebrows
I'm
up.
like, how does this work
Wait.
now?
I'm like scrunching it and I'm like giving myself wrinkles trying to fix this.
I mean, but so the question itself is, instead of us trying to think too much into it, the question itself, if someone thinks that they should get, it's just like if a person wants to get a breast reduction or if they want to get breast implants, like if they feel that that's what they want to do and it's going to make them look better to themselves, then yeah, they should do it. So if your friend or girlfriend or husband or whatever wants to get forehead reduction, right? Yeah, forehead reduction, then
This
they
person
should do it.
is. Whoever wrote in wants one.
Then I think you should do it. Now,
Yep.
I mean, definitely do your research. Definitely
Yeah.
make sure
Because
you know
scarring
it's something
can
that you really
happen.
want. Make sure you like what's going to happen afterwards. Yeah, like you said, scarring or you know the other side effects or whatever else can happen. Then make sure like all that you're copacetic with before you get it done. And if you're 100% on everything, then yeah, fuck it, do it.
Yeah, I support that 100%.
1,000%, trillion%.
I'm just really wanting to know what happens.
I'm wanting to know what happens too.
But if you feel comfortable,
A before and after picture would be great.
100%.
That would be great.
Great.
So great.
Super great. All right, moving on to the next one. Number 6. I was trying to say Cinco, but that was 5.
Yeah, that's definitely 5.
6.
Number 6?
6.
6, yeah.
Oh, great. Cool. Okay.
Jesus.
All right. My idiot husband gave my heirloom jewelry to his mistress. What should I do?
Wow. What's up with all these cheating husbands? Good Lord.
Divorce.
I mean, done, yeah.
Sue him for
basically.
sue him for alimony, divorce, so that you can live comfortably, not have to worry about a dime until you remarry, if you remarry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do.
I mean, if he... I mean,
I like
for
how you're
one...
laughing about this. This is like
No, I mean, because it's just crazy. It's like, I don't understand how...
a dickhead would actually give somebody's heirloom
Exactly,
jewelry
yeah.
away.
That's what I'm laughing about. Like, definitely get your heirloom jewelry back, first of all, and then slap them,
Ooh.
and then
Videotape it.
get a divorce.
Videotape.
Or, I mean, if you're a little bit more how you say, like, I wouldn't say manly woman, but like workout woman or whatever, then you can full fist punch his ass instead of slap him.
Or Will Smith slap it because that happened.
I wonder, what is this whole Will Smith slapping? Like, apparently it's
All
like
right,
someone is
so-
saying it's staged, or like he was talking shit about Jada or something. Like,
Okay, so Chris
Off the
Rock
subject.
was, yeah, we're going to segue into something else. So Chris Rock apparently was making jokes about everybody there. Like it was just one after the other. And he made a joke about, because apparently Jada,
has a boyfriend.
she cheated on Will. In the
Will
past.
cheat on her first.
I don't know the history.
Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I don't know their business. I don't
They
care.
both cheated, so let's go.
C'est la vie. But what happened was Jada got diagnosed with alopecia, which makes you lose your hair. So she
Oh, that's why she's bald now. Got it.
So she took the liberty just to shave her head, which I support. Kudos. I have a shaved head partially. I'm really tempting to just shave it all off. But so Chris Rock took it into his hand. The joke was, "Hey, Jada, I'm super excited to see you in G.I. Jane #2." Will Smith thought it was funny at first, but then he looked over at Jada and he was like, and she was not happy. And then he was like, "Fuck it." He got up on stage. Bam! Oh, I saw the whole fucking thing. It was awesome.
I want to see this. Well, afterwards. Not right now.
Afterwards. But the thing is, yes and no. I support Will for supporting his wife and just being very protective of her. But I really think that Jada should have been like, "No, don't do it. Just chill." So I don't know the stance on it. If I knew all of the information on their relationship, if I knew all of the stuff, then I could weigh in.
Oh,
but all these
there's no way
people,
to know all the stuff. but
there is no way. And so there's no reason why we
basic
need
gist
to
of
know about it or
They
care
had
about
an
it.
open relationship for a while. Did you ever see that movie? It's a Will Smith movie where he's
Gemini Man?
no, not Gemini Man. It's before that. Crap, I can't think of the name. But there's like a blonde chick in that movie, and apparently,
Hancock?
no, that's Charlize Theron. No, apparently he had an affair with that chick in that movie. I can't think of the name of the movie, and so he cheated first, and then a little bit later on, that's when Jada apparently cheated, but Will had already cheated at first.
Allegedly.
Yeah, so then
We need to say allegedly.
and then I think for a little bit they had an open relationship for a while. I thought they still had one, but maybe not. Maybe they're.
It's none of our business. Like, whatever happened, the thing is, Will thought he needed to support Jada, which he did.
Well, I also heard that it was staged.
There are some pictures that look like Chris is like preparing his face for the slap. Like the picture that I saw, it was like he's like flinching.
I mean, they are actors, so.
So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what happened. I haven't really posted about it. The only thing I posted was like, I literally did not know the Oscars were happening.
Yeah,
without this. I didn't know that.
either.
But
I thought the whole slap thing was for when he slapped that reporter or whatever on the red carpet that tried to kiss him.
oh my God, I would try to kiss him too.
And it was a guy though, but if it was a chick, I'm
Would
pretty
you
sure
try to
he
kiss
would-
Will Smith?
No, I would not.
If I was a dude, I would still try.
Well, that guy did, and he he didn't slap him hard. It was just like a little tap, and he was just like, "Don't try to kiss me." And then he he walks a little forward and goes back to the camera, and then he's like, I can't think of what. He said, "Oh, the guy tried to kiss me," and something I can't remember what he said, but I thought they were like he was getting sued for that. That's what I thought, not
I have
for
no idea.
the whole Chris Rock thing. I don't know. I guess Will Smith is just going around slapping people left and right.
So if you're a dude and you're a reporter, just do the whole hand over the mouth thing and pretend to kiss. Like, you know that thing?
Yeah, I know that thing, babe, but I mean, that's not what he did. He literally blatantly tried to, mwah. And not on the lips either. He just kissed him on the cheek.
Oh,
I mean,
that's precious.
yeah, like if the guy was kissing him on the cheek, that's fine. Now, if he was, well, I think Will Smith said he was trying to kiss him on the lips. I think he said, but it didn't seem like he tried to kiss him on the lips.
Okay, all people stop trying to do things to famous people because they get pissed off. They're regular people. They don't want to be kissed or hugged or touched. Just leave them alone.
Just let them do them, boo-boos. Anyway, sorry, we had to go on a little tangent again. But back
So
to the question.
we just covered the Will Smith
right.
slap.
So for y'all who
WSS.
don't know, because I didn't know, he slapped Chris Rock apparently at the Oscars because Chris Rock was talking shit about Jada. So
No, that's the reason why, because he literally said, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth."
yeah, so I saw him like because the
He said that.
one I saw him yelling at Chris Rock. So I'm pretty sure he was saying, but there was no audio, so I didn't know what was said. So I mean, maybe it was real. I don't know, but I mean,
Because I think that happened after he slapped him, and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
he's like, and Chris Rock was like, "Yep, got it." Like that's what he said.
yep, got it.
All right, so to get your heirloom jewelry back, definitely do that. Please, dear Lord, just go to the girl, go directly and be like, "Yo, you have my jewelry. Can I please have it back? It's from wherever, distant relationship, whatever."
Now, if the chick doesn't want to get it back, then you can throw hands with her, or just get the cops involved.
or do that. And then divorce your husband because he's a dick.
Yep. Raging, not so good dick.
So we're moving on to the next one.
Number 7. I ghosted my ex and she's about to be my new boss. What should I do? Ooh.
So just a like an offhanded note, I look over these and I grab the ones that are most interesting and diverse.
Oh,
And so Ty is reading these off like very blind.
Jesus, that's crazy. Wow.
So maybe you shouldn't have ghosted your
Yeah,
ex.
maybe you should have ghosted her.
Maybe you should have continued to date her.
I mean, either you can still try to go through with the job and work there and try to like be professional about it. So it just kind of depends on her and you, or you're gonna have to get a new job.
What I would do is I would approach her the first day and just be like, "Yo, I'm a shitty person, like relationship wise, not professionally. I will work very hard for you and prove that. Don't be a dick. Don't ghost her. If she messages you about like work, don't not respond."
I mean, you kind of have to now. She's your boss, so
Yeah. But just like bring it on the table because it's going to be awkward. But if you kind of nip it in the bud before it's like really stupid awkward, you can just be like, "Yo, you're my new boss. I understand that. I was a shitty boyfriend to you. I apologize for that." If there's a reason why you ghosted her, maybe she pretended to be pregnant, that's on her. She's crazy. Just be like, "Yo, I ghosted you for these reasons."
Yeah,
but
I would say
hope
definitely let her know what the reasons were because she's
Yeah.
probably going to be curious. Maybe.
If it was just because you were a dick, then that's on you.
I mean, who knows? Maybe she has like a new boy toy this time and you don't need to really say anything.
But the thing is, you won't know that if you're in a professional setting.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But
I mean, we all knew that our general manager at my last restaurant that I bartended at, like we all knew the GM was married and had kids and all that. So, because he was always up there. Well, not always, but.
But the thing is, you have to approach it because if she's gonna make your life a living hell if you don't.
Yeah, as like if she doesn't have a new boyfriend, then yeah, she's probably gonna like make your life a living hell. If she does have a new boyfriend, she might
Depending
not
on
care.
how like long it's been.
Yeah,
Has
and
it
then that
been
too.
like a week? Then you're a dick. Maybe you should move on with your life. Like maybe find a different job. But if it's been like a couple of years, that's
or
different.
6 months or a year, then maybe something could be worked out.
But it depends on how assholey you were.
Mm-hmm.
If you were ghosting for a legitimate reason, she was being too clingy, like texting you 5,000 times a day kind of situation, then you can be like, "Dude, we weren't really good romantically, but I would like to work with you professionally."
Maybe she's a better boss than like a girlfriend. Maybe.
I have no idea.
Maybe she's worse as a boss. Like if it was me, I don't know. Like if I was in that situation and I ghosted a chick for my own reasons and then she was going to end up being my new boss, like I think I would probably start looking for another job.
Really?
I think I would. I mean, granted, I would work there still until I found another one.
How do you But the question is, how would he know his ex was going to be his new boss?
Because obviously he had an interview.
But if he interviewed with her, they would have already like discussed it, and she would have either probably said no. He would have been.
Or maybe he just saw maybe he already had the job, and then he saw that she got hired on as a manager. There could be different scenarios.
Talk to her. That's
like what you said before was probably pretty legit. Like just kind of nip it in the bud in the very beginning. Talk to her, be like, hey, blah blah blah.
Have a moment, not awkwardly in the break room. Just be like, yo, like, you're my boss now. Don't be a dick. Like, don't say this, but don't be a dick. Like, don't be a bitch. Like, just be honest.
It goes both ways.
Same. You could have been a dick too.
Mm-hmm.
You need to take responsibility for your faults.
I mean, I know if it was me and someone ghosted me and I was gonna be their boss, like if I wasn't with someone, I'd probably like want to know, like, okay, why did you ghost me?
I'm your boss. I'm gonna make your life a living hell. But if you came up to me and be like, yo, I was a shitty person, I'm sorry, like, I just wasn't feeling the relationship and I didn't know how to tell you, then I would be like, all right,
perfect, yeah.
All right.
Basically, usually it's just like a simple explanation of why you did what you did, even if you lied. It lied at the time, because I mean they obviously won't know. Not saying to lie, because I think honesty is better than lying. But
honesty is the best policy.
It is so true.
That is so true.
Like, so definitely just try to talk to them and be like, hey, what you said before, because I can't remember fully. And then just kind of basically nip it in the bud in the very beginning. And then if you feel like you can still work there as her being your boss, then perfect. If not, then definitely look for another job. Like if she's just like
work there, get the paycheck, and then find another job.
Well, definitely get another job before you quit. You shouldn't just quit unless you have that luxury. I don't. I never have.
Asshole, you do have that luxury. I can feel it. All right, moving on. Number 8. Is the 8 right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Should I send a letter to the people not invited to my wedding?
Send a letter to the people not invited? No.
I like this.
Why
was a
would
simple
you
one.
do that? You're not invited to my wedding, but I just want to give you a long, drawn out explanation of why you're not invited to my wedding.
How did I know you were going to have this reaction?
Oh my God. Definitely not.
Yeah, don't do that. That's just rude.
Yeah, that is very rude.
Just being like, you're not invited, but I just want to let you know you're not invited.
Yeah, I just want
for sure.
For sure. Now, if you want to be petty, then you can do that. But
if you have a bitch that you don't want to invite for a reason,
like if they did that to you, then okay, yeah, 1000% do it back to them. But if y'all are supposed to be like cool, and they never did anything kind of like that to you, then yeah, don't send them a letter. Why they're not?
No, never do that because it costs money. Like your wedding is going to be expensive already. Like why would you send invites and then decide to send letters to people who
weren't invited?
I would just send the invites and just be like, if they ask later, let them know.
Like, oh, well, I only had like limited people, and you're just not that important.
It was just friends and like very close family. Like, that's what it was.
But then some people would be like, well, I've known you for 20 years. I'm not family. And then you'd be like, ugh.
Childhood friends.
I met you when you were 10. Infant friends.
In 100 miles proximity.
Yeah.
Oh, you're 101. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. You're just out of that what is it? Those
rules. We didn't have the parking.
That's so bad.
No.
Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that. Unless you want to be petty, then go right ahead. But
we always support pettiness.
I know,
so,
yeah.
Like, if you do decide to be petty,
some people like to support petty. So
oh my God, you heard about that girl who had that wedding and she was asking her bridesmaids to pay for the wedding?
No, I was not at that wedding.
No, you heard about it.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, you were like, no, I wasn't at the wedding. I was like, I don't think you were invited.
I mean, I think you told me something like that before, which is they're not going to have anyone at their wedding if that's the case.
No, it was like crazy because they wanted to have like 600 people there or something. And like this woman wrote her, like, it was in a text message to these girls that were in her wedding. And the bride was being ridiculous. Like, oh, we can't afford our wedding, so you have to support us by like providing $2,000.
What?
Yeah, like stupid shit like that. No, if you're gonna have a stupid wedding, like you have to pay for it yourself. I am so sorry. Like, I am supportive of all my friends. If you want to get married. I am there for you. I will be a bridesmaid.
Yeah, but don't
whatever.
ask me for $2,000.
I am not going to support you with $2,000.
I mean, unless we're like millionaires, and yeah,
Yeah,
by all
I would be
means,
like, all
but-
right, I'll dish out the money to give you your dream fucking wedding. But no, if you're being like, you keep on adding stuff to your wedding. Like, our wedding was in Vegas. It was what, like $3,000? Not even that much. But people, like, we invited people and we were like, hey, we're aware that you might not be able to make it, but we have a Zoom option,
Yeah,
which was
so you can watch.
everybody joined. Oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of people looked at that, which was dope.
But it's like, you shouldn't ask people for money at your wedding.
Yeah, that's pretty
Unless they give it
terrible.
to you. Like, that's the only thing. Like, if they give it to you, then that's one thing. But if they can't give it to you, just, like, leave it alone.
I think they're just doing that just to see if they can get money. It's like people that do like that
She
do
kicked him out, though.
donations. If they didn't pay, she kicked them
She
out.
kicked them out because they couldn't pay.
I wouldn't even if my homeboy was getting married and he's like, hey, anybody coming is gonna have to give me like $500. I'd be like, well, I'm not going to your wedding, bro. Sorry.
Then don't have that big ass wedding.
Like I
Let's
would,
have a
I would
barbecue
not
in a
go.
backyard. That would have been a cool.
To me, they're like trying to rule out like people because I would not go if they're asking me for money. Fuck that. Not happening.
Okay. Long story short, do not send letters, please. If you do, I'm going to be very
Unless you want to be petty.
Unless you want to be petty. But if you want to be a petty bitch, then send. But if you just want to be a decent human, don't.
Yeah, don't. And
right,
me, I
last
try to
one.
be a decent human, so I wouldn't.
Last
So-
question of the night.
9, I think it is.
Yes, it is.
My boyfriend's breath is killing our relationship. What should I do? Oh man, that's me.
I want to wait for you because you had an issue with your breath at the beginning of our
I
relationship.
still do.
I don't understand why though.
Because so a little past history of mine, like my wisdom teeth were coming in. What is it like? There's a name for it, but they're basically when they come in pushing in on your teeth on the
that
top
sucks.
and bottom. So I had very bad pain.
Impacted.
Impacted, yeah. And I had lot of pain for 10 years because I finally got it done. I just couldn't take it anymore. It got so bad. But it was pushing on my teeth so bad that it started to rot. So it made my oral hygiene smell really, 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 really bad. And also I had, what is it?
Gingivitis.
No, it's something else. It's like when your gums are starting to go down and you can see
A
your
receding gum line?
yeah, no.
Is it like a receding hairline?
It's something gum disease. I can't.
Gingivitis.
No, it wasn't gingivitis. Something else. It's worse than gingivitis. I can't think of it, but I had to get like a super deep cleaning. But anyway, like, so I had two things going on. I had impacted teeth that were rotting, and then I had like my gum disease thing going on. So like my breath did not smell good at all. So it still kind of is there. Like, I don't think it is
not.
as
It's
bad,
really not.
but I just have like, it's,
my
what is
God.
it?
Body dysmorphia.
What? I still have the what is it? No.
You're self-conscious about your
Yeah, self-conscious. So I still have that going on with my whole breath thing. So I would get it. But if you have someone that has that going on now and it's like bad,
Tell them to
like
brush
I knew
your
this
teeth.
one girl in high school or junior high, her breath literally smelled like dog shit. Like she had been
Why?
eating bowl like cereal bowls of dog shit. It was crazy. I don't think my breath ever smelled that bad. I don't think, but I also never smelled it. So,
Your breath really never smelled at all. In the morning, sometimes I'm like, ugh, but,
it can smell really, but especially after drinking. Yeesh.
but it's like you were always really self-conscious about it, and I was like, it's not that bad.
So yours doesn't smell at all, and I wish mine was like that.
Because I am religious about flossing and brushing.
You floss like 5 times a day.
No.
You're just hardcore like that.
Flossing would like make my gums.
I hate flossing.
I made him. Okay, so at the start of a relationship, I made him start flossing.
No, the doctor made me start flossing after I got my deep cleaning done.
Oh my god, you were such a little bitch in that time.
That shit sucks. I would never want. If people, please, if you have kids or you're like a teenager or whatever, please take care of your dental hygiene, because if you don't, you're gonna be like me. You have to get a deep cleaning, and that shit sucks.
Yeah, because they have to go below the gum line
Yeah,
and like scrape out
scrape out all the shit, and you have to
I
get
had
a
to hold
shot
his
in your.
hand. It was really
It
gross.
was
It was so
terrible,
gross.
terrible, terrible. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Yeah, I do, but it sucked. So
Don't
deep
do
cleaning, yeah, just take care of your mouth. Go to the dentist
But-
regularly and all that good stuff.
For this situation, if your boyfriend's bad breath, why is it killing? Is he not brushing? That's all I have to say. Is just brush your teeth, use mouthwash, go to the dentist. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. You would probably want to sit them down and let them know in the nicest way possible. But if they're like me, they're probably gonna get like super self-conscious and like butt hurt. But I mean, it's just what has to happen. You know, you got to let people know when something like that is happening. Because I mean, you're always talking to them, you're kissing them, you're doing the other thing with them in the bedroom. So it's like you're gonna be smelling it constantly. So if it's bad, then
Just put air freshener on their nose so that when they breathe, it's
or
just
tell them
like,
to chew gum all the fucking time.
There we go.
That's what I used to do. I used to have like peppermints, like especially when I worked as a bartender, when I was there for like 12 hours and I couldn't brush my teeth after eating or whatever, because I liked onions and blue cheese. So like I would have to eat peppermints like probably every few hours just so like my breath wouldn't, or drink ginger ale to kind of like get all the acid in there to like kind of kill bad germs. But there's ways around it. But like definitely sit them down, talk to them like, hey, your breath smells like ass cheeks. Can you please go to the dentist and get a deep cleaning and then take care of your breath? Boom, done.
You're going to tell him to go to the dentist. Maybe he just needs to brush his teeth.
Sometimes that does not know. If you brush your teeth and it still smells really bad, that means they have like a gum disease going on, like I did.
All right. So,
They
first and
have to go
foremost,
get a deep
start off
cleaning.
with flossing and brushing. And then if it's still bad, then go to the dentist.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, Z's.
If you're in a relationship, you can be honest with each other and let
Should
them
be
know.
able to. But some people are sensitive. Not us, obviously, because we yell at each other all the time. But
You're sensitive.
I am.
I posted something on Facebook with Stitch being dramatic, and I was like, that's you.
I am dramatic.
But those are our questions today. That was so good. I
Yeah,
really liked
Like
these.
them. Those are good ones.
You laughed when you weren't supposed to.
It wasn't laughing like at the question. It was laughing at like, how does something like that happen? Like, why would they do something that like stupid? It was what I was laughing at.
But that was our set today.
Bam.
Look at that. We're not qualified people, so please do not take our answers as anything other than that. We're not qualified. We're not people. We're not real.
We're not professionals.
We're a figment of your imagination. Just kidding. Hey. So please, if you like us, please rate, review, subscribe, whatever that's called. We are on iTunes
And Spotify.
You can look at it, like you can rate us there. It's super easy. You just have to click number 5 and be like, yo, I love them. And I'm like, hey, thank you.
Appreciate yous.
You can also email us even though we have a little bit of time before our next advice column list, you can still email us. We do need people's like questions. Like there was a good set here. Let's keep it going. Let's continue the questions. You can either go to inforthenightpodcast.com, email us there with your advice questions, or you can just email us at inforthenight69@gmail.com and you can ask for advice there. Or share stories. We still have not gotten any stories. We just got advice questions and I'm very upset because I just want funny stories related to what we talk about.
In time, I'm sure.
So,
But yeah, stories will be great at some point for the listeners out there.
But you can go to our website, inforthenightpodcast.com. Let's just maneuver around it. Look at the pictures. Just tell me I did a great job because I did. I don't have hair and I just flipped it. And if you really like us and you would like to be a Patreon, definitely do that because we are going to start our Patreon page where we're going to do live videos. We are going to do requests on what you want to hear from us. So if you want to hear funny stories about a certain topic, we are going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So we can kind of delve into like past ones, like maybe bad dates or whatever. And you can just be like, ask us specific questions and we can kind of do that way. But we need content. So we only can do that if people are watching. So do that. But
Indeedly doobly.
boopily. Other than that, that is our show. We are not qualified. Number 2 is in the books. Next week, we do have to discuss. I already know your movie. I don't know if you remember what you want.
No, I don't remember what the movie is. Oh, Hall Pass is my movie.
All right.
I need to start writing shit down.
I remembered it because I looked it up where you can find it. You can find it in Netflix. So Netflix is the movie. So if you have Netflix, you can watch Hall Pass.
Netflix is not the movie. Hall Pass is the movie, but it streams on Netflix.
Thank you for...
You said Netflix is a movie. Is there a movie called Netflix?
I'm
Probably.
pretty sure. I don't know. Anyway, so watch Hall Pass. It's on Netflix. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Can I say that?
That's right. That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
My topic, guess what it is?
I can't remember my movie. Why would I know what your topic is?
It's actually going to be Hall Pass. We need 10 celebrities you do. Have Hall Pass for.
So Hall Pass on the Hall Pass.
Hall Pass on the Hall Pass, people. This is going to be a good episode. I am excited. Are you excited?
I'm always excited.
You seem very stoic.
Always excited.
Thank you. So it's going to be a good one. So make sure you tune in for that episode. And then we have a special episode on episode 10. So you have to listen through. So keep on listening. Bye.
Peace out.